out a little bit. This is what it looks like from my end of things. So today we are working on, or this week, we're working on the exploring other drugs, and I'm hoping that you see the same thing I do. Okay, I tried to put new dates to the side. Just disregard the planner if it confuses you too much. All right, so I'm gonna try to do this one-handed. I hope I don't make y'all seasick. Okay, so see my little cursor? I'm gonna go over to resources. I'm gonna click resources, all right? Now, hopefully you're seeing what I see, okay? And you're gonna go to your health. All right, so I click on the health. Now I have all these other units. So we should have already done these guys right here. If you haven't, just work on catching up, okay? I know that some of y'all are trying to figure this online life out. That's okay, all right? Let me see here. Okay, so now what we have is you should be able to click on to your fall 2020 FVA Health. And if you look down, all right, you'll see the unit 2, which we should have finished this past week. I'm still gonna leave it open for you. And now we have, I guess it's called Drug Unit 2.0, Learning Path, okay? So you'll click on that, and then you're gonna click on Other Drugs. So we open this up. This should open up your learning path. This right here is the directions for the drug of choice assignment. I don't know why I put the directions in its own little thing. I guess I felt like it needed its own additional thing. So it's okay if you want to download it and use that from there and then submit it later, or you can click on the next part. But this is basically directions. So what you're gonna do is you're gonna go to this website, which is http easyreaddrugabuse.gov. So easyread.gov, oh God, I can't even talk today. easyread.drugabuse.gov. You're gonna pick a drug and define it, okay? About how it affects the body. So that's the first thing. You need to then hit the next button on the next part of the article when it talks about a different drug. So if it starts talking about a different drug, you've gone too far, all right? So let's scroll over here so we can go down the directions a little bit, and I'll explain this a little bit more because I know that this is kind of confusing to people. That's why I'm making the video. Okay, so here's what we need to do. Number 1, what are common names for the drug that I chose? Number 2, how addicting is it? And number 3, are there signs of addiction? If so, give me examples and what would be the withdrawal symptoms. Sorry about that. Okay. What I've done is I have copied the hyperlink. I'm going to come up here and I'm going to post it in my Google. Hello, Google. All right. So this is the National Institute of Drug Abuse. All right, now we get to go through here and we get to pick our drug. All right, so it says the first thing at the top. So basically what this assignment does is it's gonna move you from left to right. All right, so you can kind of see how I wrote those first 3 questions. You got the drug, you got what is an addiction, what are the effects, what are treatment and recovery and prevention. So you can kind of see this is the flow that we're gonna use. Now, where do I find my drug, Coach Leonard? Well, you got to scroll down, okay? So we got our little scroll down button. And scrolling. Okay, here are all of the drugs that you can choose from, all right? What I love about this is that they give you a no-nonsense kind of approach to it. So, what am I going to choose? I think today I'm going to choose, let's do meth. Okay. So now I'm going to read about meth. All right, so I read about meth. Okay, I'm looking for, remember the different things I asked you for? What is the common names for it? How is it addicting? What are some signs and symptoms of withdrawal? So wait, look at here. Some slang names for meth. Now I hit the next. You see how easy this is? It just seems complicated when I put in directions. All right, so then I start reading about signs of meth use. So if somebody I love started using meth, what would I recognize, okay? All right, and then I can take notes from here. How do they use meth? All right, so these are all notes that I'm gonna put in my little thing. All right, scrolling down, different parts of meth, okay, different diseases. Oh, look, here's the addiction part, okay? Then when people try to quit taking meth, oh, look, there's another part that we've answered. Isn't this great? It's all right here for you. And basically, this is teaching you how to do basic research, which I'm sure most of y'all are probably like really awesome at, but let's pretend like you're not. Okay, so back to the directions. So we have picked out what is the common name of the drug we chose. How addictive is it? Are there signs of addiction? If so, what are the examples? And then what are some withdrawal withdrawal symptoms. Now we're gonna go back to the top bar where it says the effect of drug. You pick an article from the drop-down menu. You name the article or list the article that you chose. So that's number one. That's pretty simple. Okay, I read the article and I'm gonna do this with you in just a minute. Why did you choose this article? Then you're gonna write a 2 to 3 sentence summary that explains this article. Then you are also going to, what can an addict do to get help? Okay, you may need to look to the right side of the page or go to the top bar menu. Okay, so now let's go on to the next part. I'm gonna stay with the effects, that's fine. But this, actually, no, let's do this. So we're gonna go back up to the top right here. Okay, here are our articles or our research topics that we're gonna choose. Okay, if you wanna stay with meth, you can stay with meth, but I'm gonna go right here because I like babies. So I'm gonna choose drug use hurts the unborn babies. Now I'm gonna read this article. Okay, so number one is, what's the article title? Drug hurts unborn babies. And then I'm gonna answer the next set of questions. So this is like part B of this assignment. I hope you're following with me. I know that I get a little spastic sometimes. Last part, you're gonna go back up to that top menu bar and you're gonna select treatment and recovery. The first thing you're gonna do is pick a topic and then state what it was. You read the article and give me a 2 to 3 sentence summary about what the article was about. And then you're gonna write an interesting fact from the article that you did not know that the article taught you. You can turn it in as a Word document or a Google or something like that. And again, there is the hyperlink at the bottom. Now we're back to our article page again. Where were we supposed to go? Can't remember? Yeah, we do. It's treatment and recovery, right? Then we have all these wonderful things that we can choose from. So this is we don't have to stay with babies if we don't want to, okay? Because now we're on something else. This is part C. So now let's look at recovery. And what if we got recovered, but then we get to, oh no, what is relapse? Okay, so I decided to pick what is relapse. So there's question number 1. I read the article about what is relapse and I write a 2 to 3 sentence summary. Then I can write something for the next part about what I learned from this. I hope that this helps you out with this assignment.